What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we got a dino. We got the Baryonyx. So carnivore. Didn't know this guy even existed. Gotta be honest. So I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil and an eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. So we'll start with the eyes, as usual. So center point, big head, right? Focusing on the head for this. Center point of my page is about here. Come up. Eye up here, just above halfway. So what we'll do is we will curve a line, like so. And then we'll bring it back, down around like so. Iris, circle, just kind of in the corner here, like that. And we'll have them looking this way, right? So we'll have this kind of snake-like eye going that way. Maybe like some of his iris going there. Big sort of frowning head then, right? So you'll just add sort of like this sort of bumping sort of line coming back this way, right? Right, and then this will come around his eye. Just kind of, it's kind of like encased around his eye, just here, right? And then we got like some more eye details, so like eyelid line, wrinkles and stuff all over his eye in here. This is all wrinkly inside. And big bags coming around his eyes and all that kind of stuff. Because he is a dino, so real reptile wrinkles and all that there. So what we do then, so we'll go, his snout kind of comes this way, right? So he's got like another sort of ridge that kind of bumps all along up here, okay? Right, so you got like all these wrinkles and stuff. On the top of that frowning line, see, on top here, it's kind of like a bone here, right? So we go down around. Come around the back of his eye here, like this. Like that, and then the back of his head will go down this way. Right, so, and this can have lots of sort of bumps and wrinkles and like stuff on it like this. Okay. Right, like that. And then this ridge keeps going all the way out to the nose, right? So it'll kind of just like bump, and it gradually gets kind of skinnier and eventually kind of disappears. Or it sort of stops kind of on its own, just kind of out here. And you can add like some more wrinkles and stuff to that. Much as you'd like, really. And we have a nostril like here. It's kind of low down on his face. You can have some lines around like that. Also, so he's got one of those sections on his face, kind of like a T-Rex, you know, that this dent they sort of have in their faces, kind of like that. Like so, and we can add, you know, skin lines and stuff there. So his mouth then comes across. So this stops sort of here, and his snout is kind of just out the front, right? There like that. And this will come all the way back to the bottom of his jaw. And we can see the top of his head on this side. But he's got, for his mouth, right, he's got this like 2-level mouth thing going on, right? So you start like, goes in that way. And then it kind of, it's weird, it kind of steps down, right? Like so. And then it comes all the way across, bumping as we go. And this will come all the way down to the back of his head out here. Right, around like that. And then the top of his snout will go around the back of his head. Out this way. So real sort of big, coming back. And this will eventually start to go down his neck, and we have to start adding sort of spikes and stuff. But we will do that when we get his face done first. We can see kind of his eyelid on the other side. So like this kind of thing. Just there. And like wrinkles and stuff all on his snout, just going. You can add as much of this now as you want. And then on his lip, right, dinos usually have this sort of bumping skin just on the edge of their lip. And it can be all different sorts of sizes and stuff like that. Like so, and then you can add some more texture and stuff along this lip if you want. And you can give him a scar. I like giving my dinos scars. This guy actually in the picture I'm drawing from has loads of scars on him, so it's kind of accurate to the drawing. Right, so that's the top of his head. So then his bottom jaw curves around, goes this way, right? So all the way up to there, right? So we'll go it goes around and up, down around here. Bottom jaw, right? And then he's got it's quite a narrow bottom jaw. It goes up this way, and then again we kind of like bump down this way, and we have a real bumpy sort of line because there's teeth all coming out of here. Okay, and this kind of comes around for the bottom of his chin, just there. And then we have that skin flap that connects the two jaws. Yeah, this kind of thing there. And then again, we can add wrinkles and things coming around his bottom lip. Just texture, just to give it a sort of a scaly sort of look. Like that, and then like some lines coming down. Like that. So we need teeth, right? And we'll do his tongue, but we got to do the teeth first because the tongue is like behind the teeth back here. So you just start adding real small teeth. We'll do the bottom first. So his teeth are quite small down here. They gradually kind of get bigger as we go forward. this goes around into the inside of his mouth. And then we start to see some teeth on the inside here. There's a tooth here. We can kind of see the bottom of them and the gum on the other side. So, yeah, no easy way to do this. We just gotta start adding teeth coming around here, and we can see the bottom. So we'll add like the round sort of bottoms for them first. Right, like this, just coming up this sort of line, right? And eventually it'll just go back. It'll become tongue or like skin back to there. And then it'll go up like so, right? And then our tongue line comes out from here. And it goes down all the way, right nearly to the front. Down there, and the tongue goes around there. Maybe some lines back there. And then, so teeth growing up. Quite big. And then we kind of get smaller as we go down here. Right, and then in between here we can see lines for the gum on the other side. The edge of his mouth, you know. Right, and just some bumping sort of texture lines coming around here. Okay, and then teeth on top. Just adding them in like big ones and small ones, so like lots of different sizes and stuff. Let me just keep going. Sorry, no, getting distracted. Like so. Okay, so then the line for his neck. So she'll go from here. All the way down this way. Right, and back here we've got all bumps and scales, so we can't just do a straight line. So we'll just like bring his neck around like this. And then his body sort of goes down this way. Right, and an arm maybe there, and a shoulder line just going that way. Right, so then at the back of his neck up here, we've got like all these bumps. Right, they're kind of like scales and sort of spikes and stuff, right? So gotta add them. Right, so some of them will be actual sort of raised up, kind of like pyramids, you know, on the back of his neck. And then as we go down his back, there's like 3 layers back here. And we just kind of add them as we go. Like that kind of thing. And they're kind of, they've got like bases to them. And there's like an extra sort of skin line or something coming down here. Comes across, and then there's like some texture lines that go down his neck this way and down behind his head. Coming down here. Underneath there's like a skin here. Right, so lots of these wrinkles and texture lines and stuff. And then on his neck, so we got like some thick, shadowy sort of skin lines down here. And a couple more spikes, right? So like another layer here and then one in the middle. So we'll say like, we'll just go this way at first. Right, and these are kind of like pyramids. Right? They're like this kind of thing. I think of them as pyramids anyway. Kind of sticking up, and maybe like another sort of layer here. Just add a line like so, and then the bottom to them. And then we'll add some texture going. So it's kind of like a turtle shell on the back. Like so. And some lines, just texture lines going that way. And if you want, thicken up your edge lines. So like as thick as you'd like, really. Thickening up the edge lines sometimes makes your drawing sort of stand out a little bit better. You know, and you can add, if you thicken up certain parts, darken them, it adds a shadow. So you like underneath his brow there. So like that. And it makes certain areas stand out more than others. So that's why you'll see a lot of line drawings like this, especially in animations or stuff like that. The edge sometimes has a thicker, darker line. Like the outline has a thicker, darker line than the rest. Sometimes, not all the time. Right. Maybe here too. This is obviously an optional step, and I want to add a couple of scars on his back just here, because they are in his back on the picture. So, and like he's been in a fight with another dinosaur. So we'll go 3, like claw marks just there, and like maybe another one there, coming up his face. Right. But I think that's everything. That is how to draw the Baryonyx from, I think it's Jurassic World. So hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.